I just changed your mind.
Yes, you did. Congratulations. Although, are there, you know, like open finger gloves? Are they just like open-toed shoes where the rest of the shoe just looks like a closed-toe shoe, but
Your toes are the only thing sticking out.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that
makes me really uncomfortable thinking about that.
I don't think that exists. Oh.
I had a friend who made shoes like that. Like they took Air Force Ones and spray painted them gold, and then cut out basically like the top part, like the toe cap. It still had like the bottom part of the sole,
right?
But the toe cap was gone.
Interesting.
It was really weird, but very funny looking.
I bet they got a ton of rocks stuck in their shoes all the time.
Probably.
That'd be awful.
Probably.
Cake and Boomie, game number 1. And you're right, Boomie staying on the Cassidy. Cake on the Fate. I don't expect to change. We saw Cake like try Queen Nai in the match that knocked him into loser's bracket, and it did not go nearly as well as the Fate, so I don't expect him doing that again.
Well, Boomie did switch to the Queen Nai for a second earlier before he swapped to the Fate. Yeah.
But Miami Dome opening up, and Cake is already at a little bit of a deficit, but he's fighting back with the orb. Cake definitely seems to be favoring the orb out of every other weapon he uses. Ooh, neutral stick from Boomie just catches Cake in neutral game. And he puts out the tornado. And Cake returns with his own little spinny signature. That side signature on the star. Ooh, dead even on hits. Side light from Boomie. Neutral light from Cake. Tosses away the orb. And then neutral stick. Chaos at the top. Cake has been wonderful at hitting those neutral sticks the second that they're actually able to kill, no matter what map he's on.
That signature is so fast, too. Like
it's incredibly fast.
It comes out lightning fast. But you're right, Cake is finding it. Like it seems like he has an alarm that goes off in his head.
Down to
like, yep, now it's the time.
Look at the side signature and Boomie left and right trying to side C against Cake just to be able to get that finisher, but Cake isn't having anything of it. The down C where Boomie hit, there goes the recovery, but the orange damage is what Boomie is in. And now tossing everything away. Keeps Cake starved for a little bit, but Cake just absolutely doesn't care.
D-Light Sider. Is he going to get the reset? No, he goes for the dash jump dare. You don't see a lot of Blasters players going for like D-Light resets.
Could have just ended it as you don't see a lot of Blasters players. That could have been a different conversation.
It's like it's Boomie and it's like Acno, and haven't seen LDZ in a while, so.
Cody Travis in a way. Booming down. A whole stock against Cake. Dude, Cake is alive.
I'm surprised.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I mean, Cake's always been great, but
he's definitely fallen off in recent years.
I know. I was looking at that. I was
in recent memory
him in the top 8, but Boomie is definitely struggling against Cake. There's the delay in the recovery, using that dash jump to be able to make sure that it's true. And the neutral stick that gets the finisher. Boomie had a similar deficit and kind of celebrating with the neutral stick as he was able to get that KO with it. But Cake just immediately jumps right into it. Doesn't care all the weapons are denied. Side air, side light.
Boomie's movement is probably weirder than anyone else.
Like in general or right now?
Whenever he decides to like stop moving, it seems like it's natural to him to do that. He doesn't do it all the time, but it'll just like flow into his gameplay. Like when that butterfly was in here a second ago, it'll be in here, and then like that was all I was thinking about. Just like when Cake sees Boomie stop moving. Oh, is Boomie gonna get the nair?
No.
Cake's able to shut it down.
Boomie got domed by a Miami Dome. I swear we've seen 4 people try to think that they touched the bottom right of Miami Dome and then drift past it and then panic use the recovery and then get punished into a death.
Which is interesting because Boomie is usually like the king of going under the stage for safety and then coming back safely.
Yeah.
It was and getting the upper hand.
It was a very rare blunder, but we see Boomie switching to
the what is this about? What is this about?
Well, Katars are good right now.
Yeah, but what is this about?
I mean,
he could play a Lucian.
Yeah, but
that's a more.
I don't know.
I think that's a more logical transition.
I agree, because of Blasters.
Yeah. Lucian's not a bad character.
Absolutely not.
Asuri's a better character.
You think so?
Definitely.
I think Asuri's a better Qatar character.
Well,
Let's find
Lucian's
out.
A better Blaster character than Asuri, for sure.
He's following Cake all the way underneath Mammoth Fortress.
See, like, It'll just like creep into his play and then just go away for a little while and then come back.
Ooh, Cake with orb pickup and a neutral sig. Boomie's looking for the downlights on guitars.
What the hell is Boomie doing, for real? What is going on?
All right.
No two other players in 2019 would do that other than Boomie and Cake. Like maybe Multimum and ERAM would pull that in like 2017. But what a weird set so far.
Okay. Boomie picks up the sword. Delaying a neutral sig. Don't think that's true.
What is going on? Like the gravity cancel down sig by itself isn't strange, but like
it's really
in the context of everything else.
Celebrating a series movesets for sure. Ooh, seems to be getting a little bit more into it now, but the stocks are even. Good ground pound. Oh, gravity cancel down sig gets punished by the recovery. Boomie comes back. The Asuri pick's definitely out of nowhere. I think it's because, now that I think about it, how much Asuri has actually been in top 8? Or at least top 16. Noelle, Simple, Blue.
So 3 out of 8. Wait, Simple wasn't top 8.
No. So I guess like the top 16 area.
Yeah, it's only Blue and Noelle, right?
Yeah, Blue and Noelle. And there was Simple for a little bit, but Cake actually took out Simple to be able to get here, so he's very familiar with the character matchup at the very least. Ooh, but weapon toss on a down sig. Who picks up the sword? Goes for the side signature.
What was that? What is that? That like point blank side sig, minimum charge time side signature. Delight side air, and Boomie's in the lead.
Side sig actually is surprising in the sense that, at least for Asuri, that the end of it hits a lot more space than you would expect.
Yes. If you can space out the minimum charge time version, like it has a dead zone.
Yeah, it's
so like
good.
where you're standing when you first input the button and where it ends when you do the minimum charge time, like there is a dead zone there. But you're right, that final swipe, like it's bigger than you think. Is Boomie just trying to mess with Cake?
It's possible. We've seen things like this before. If you think about the Ethan versus Remy match that occurred during the Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Championship.
Where it was all out mental warfare from Ethan.
And it worked. I mean, that near timeout on Twilight Grove was something else. And Boomie doing a similar thing with the downlights off the side of the stage could possibly be it. It's going to get very close, and Cake's had a bit of a deficit. Nice little job by Boomie being able to dodge.
He's going to spot dodge. Yep, I was expecting the second one.
And he picks up the guitars. Sidelight Sarah puts Boomie off the right side of the stage. A little tap with the neutral air. Tosses the orb down, unarmed, and Boomie inches forward, and Cake picks up the orb again. Side six stop by Boomie's sidelight.
I wonder if that platform didn't start moving up, if he wouldn't have had priority there. Like, I wonder if the little star would have beaten him out.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Signature has priority over light attack. Grounded.
Ooh. Dashed for, or dodged for that recovery, and the sword recovery. All right, Boomie takes it. Will he stay to Asuri? Is the question. And the answer is no.
He's bringing out the Fae.
Have we seen Boomie play Canon in tournament? I don't even think he's played Sidra.
I think he's played Isaiah. Yeah, I think he played Isaiah.
He played Isaiah
in Mayhem of Ragnarok, which was an interesting tournament with
dude, he's running deck stance.
Players playing very interesting picks.
9 decks, Lin Fei.
I wonder what that gives him.
I don't know if it actually gives him anything.
I didn't notice what Fey stance that Sandstorm was using.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. He just wants to make sure that he can sidelight as fast as possible. A little downlight there. Ooh. Twilight Grove is going to be game number 3 as they've ended up 1-1, and Boomie on the Lin Fei against Cake's Fate is fighting to keep himself alive in the loser's top 8. Loser here is going to take 5th place at DreamHack Summer, and then they're going to move on to loser semifinals to fight against the winner of Viper and Noel. Boomie uses the side stick in the can. It's probably like the least used than face signature. I even think guitar side stick is used a lot more than that.
I mean, we've already seen, I think we only saw one guitar side stick today. I don't think we saw a cannon side stick today.
I like that nair to be able to get back to the stage.
Maybe one or two. D-Light's coming in.
Ooh, sideline to down sig. We've seen some Lin Fei's. Oh, nair catches him reaching a little bit too far. We've seen some Lin Fei's go for like the little fireball toss, down sig into down sig.
When she down sigs, where does that fireball come from?
I think it's a firework, actually. It might be from the can. I don't know. Let's pay attention.
Because it's when she has guitars.
Boomie might never ever use it again.
Is she a fire breather?
No.
Does she have that power?
I think she like reaches behind from her back or something and like fireworks there. I have no idea. I've only ever looked at the move after it was used, not as it's being casted. It's like another one of those things we have to check. We've got Sidra on the list, and now we got Lin Fei. Ooh, recovering an air.
What did we have to check on Sidra? Oh, cannonball versus orb size?
Yeah. Neutral sig put out, but Cake waits patiently for the entire animation of the move. Oh, we could have saw it, but I wasn't
I'm telling you, bro, she breathes that fire.
I don't think that's what's happening.
Ooh, nice spot dodge coming out from Boomie.
Lin Fei is definitely not Ragnar.
I don't know why you think dragons are the only things that can breathe fire.
What else breathes fire, Sparky?
I don't know. Lin Fei does.
Lin Fei. Do you consider fire breathers actually fire breathers?
No, but this is a video game, Tazza.
Okay, all right. Silent neutral sig.
There's a cat just hanging out on Cake's hat.
That's true. And that cat is actually just as into the fight as Fate is. It's hilarious when you see them like charging a weapon toss because it's actually just growling or meowing. What do you call it when a cat's like hair is sticking up on their back and they're like actually hissing?
Call it that probably.
Like hissing? Do cats hiss?
Yes, cats hiss.
Okay. I didn't know that's what you called it. Wow, Boomie is taking advantage of the Twilight
This
Grove
is looking
Island.
like Shine,
Dude,
2017 against Blood Diamond.
Inching forward ever so slowly. Cake jumps up with the nair and goes, nah, I don't want to do that. Boomie returns.
Like
All right, nairs will do it. The anti-air from the cannon takes Cake off the top of the map, evens up the stocks. I wonder. Ooh. Nice recovery from Boomie. D-Light into recovery again. Boomie really going in on the guitars now. And Cake on Scythe. Waiting for a wall slip to happen. No, tosses the weapon a little bit early, but gets the sidelight stare on the orb, bounces him off the island. D-Light can get to a third. D-Light, no. Neutral Light was there to stop Boomie if he went in for a side light attack.
Cake looking to zone with the down air. Boomie's right over the corner. Boomie recovering extremely high.
Ooh, 2 nairs in a row. Really put the damage onto Boomie. Boomie tosses the guitars away and he gets side-aired into the stage. This is looking at game number 3. We'll go over to Cake if Boomie can't find something soon. And Cake's just trying to stop him from finding a weapon. Anything but Cake finds, or Boomie finds the weapon. Ooh, sidelight stare into the recovery. And just like what I was talking about earlier when I was casting with him, if you side air on orb on Twilight Grove, it's like the perfect weapon for comboing off the island. Side airs him directly into it, bounces him back into the perfect position for the recovery, and now Boomie on his search, on the quest to find the perfect legend to take down Cake.
On tournament game. This Cake's up 2-1 in the set. Why are dragons like the only thing that breathes fire? Like, why is that not just a regular thing?
Wyverns breathe fire, I guess, but they're like
okay,
sub-dragons.
nerd.
Depends.
Why are they just like, oh, here's a dog that breathes fire?
I think other things.
Look how
fire.
scary that is.
That
would be terrifying.
There's a bunch of other fantasy. I think they're called hellhounds, actually. So they do. I don't know if hellhounds actually breathe fire, though.
All right, nerd.
Never thought about it. Why do you keep putting me down when we're talking about
You
this?
said wyvern in real life.
So? You say dragon in real life.
That's better than wyvern. I almost was gonna say a fire-breathing drake, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to be like, nah, I'm not a nerd.
I don't know. I think drakes are just wingless.
Unless
dragons.
we're talking about the rapper, because apparently the new song from Drake slaps, according to iThrow. So I trust him.
game 4 and Boomie.
And it's a real
on the
pick.
Diana. Okay, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
It's a real pick.
Boomie on Diana. This is like before Thor was being explored and all these other legends like Cassidy, etc. were being explored. Boomie was Diana for, I guess, the longest portion of 2019 when he was being competitively, well, as he's been competitively successful.
Yeah, that was a singles pick.
And so now on the Diana against Cake, it seems things are really starting to pick up as he will get that first stock really early on. And nice! Ending that string with a creative neutral air side light and a heavy cancel side stick goes all the way off, searching after Cake. I think Boomie actually just
stuck on the 45-degree angle.
Domed again.
That's
what I'm calling
domed.
Dude, it has happened so much here at DreamHack Summer. It's like, oh, I think I touched the side of the stage. No, he didn't. With a D-Light into recovery.
Unfortunately, he didn't turn red at any point. Cake was fully in orange that whole time, or else that probably would have killed.
Went for a delayed neutral sig off the side light. And falling Sarah, Boomie puts Cake even deeper into the red, but Cake is actually doing such a great job of being able to bring back the damage. The first stock was taken so early. Ooh, but those neutral sigs are really scary on Miami Dome. I think it just hits perfectly on the platform. And the side sig. Using the active input to send him off the side of the stage, and no orb down there.
Oh, that's the dodge.
Dude, Cake used that gravity cancel neutral. What? You see Cake even reacting to that, going like, oh no, that's not what I expected to happen. Boomie now in a lead, albeit barely. Cake with the scythe picks it up. Doesn't want to give Boomie the game 5. Blast off the laser beam from the side sig.
Boomie gets the hit. That's going to
Recovery.
the wall slip counter. Side light coming in.
Side light
It's the
neutral.
turnaround neutral light.
Boomie with the movement. He tried to go for the side stick again, but Cake was ready this time. Neutral light alone will be able to do it, and Cake evens up the stocks. Took a decent amount of damage. D-Light and recovery on guns won't KO, but will definitely bring Cake into the red as Boomie picks up the bow. Didn't realize he had that weapon primed. Neutral light into recovery, sends Cake high. Neutral light again into the weapon toss, and then
that's it.
Side light into chase dodge. Recovery. In fact, actually, no, I think there was a dash. Dash forward side light. I'm not really sure.
Boomie just tied up the set.
Had the
serious pick
yeah.
of Diana.
Definitely a seasoned character of his in his roster. And game number 5 is underway. No legend swaps from Boomie this time, and Cake staying on Fate all the way to the Great Hall. They are just giving us a tour of Brawlhalla.
Yeah, just all the different stages. They did Twilight. They
didn't do Black Arc.
They didn't do Black Arc. They did. What else did they do? They did Twilight multiple times?
They may have, actually. I guess I just say it's a tour because rarely you get to see the Great Hall, so I get excited. And Miami Dome was there. Right
yeah, Dome was there. You're right. That's quite a few stages, that's for sure.
Ooh, neutral sig, really close to being able to catch Cake. The downlight actually misses Cake. Gravity canceled right above the ground. He's able to get that down sig and put Boomie into deep red. Downlight, jumping Sarah, Cake off the side of the stage, tries to bounce the orb into Boomie's face. Boomie wary of the spacing to avoid getting hit by that move on that side. Disarms Cake. Neutral sig does not get him and denies the weapon. Why not? Weapon spawn, will it be in favor of Cake or will it go to the right side of the stage? It does. Cake has to wait that much longer. No, Boomie lets him pass. Weapon toss to get a slight little punish, but Cake with the scythe now down airs him off the left side of the Great Hall. Game number 5 is looking like it's going to be really close until the downlight recovery hits and just barely KOs. I was actually surprised. I was thinking that he was going to just barely live.
Boomie putting out a lot of damage to get that D-Light recovery to kill. Has Cake over on the edge. Cake looking for the kill himself. The unarmed recovery not quite going to take off the top quite yet. See Boomie trying to poke with the sidelight. Tries to poke with the downlight as well. Cake was just enough over it.
Man, the trajectory of that hit is like laser focused to the left or to the right. It is incredible.
It is very sideways. Almost no vertical component whatsoever to that. That's one of the things that makes it a reasonably effective kill option. Once you build up the damage.
And combo option.
Yep.
Now Cake's even it up. One down air at a time. Boomie's trying to neutralize Cake into an awkward position, but it's just not working out, and Cake finds another down air. Neutral sig. Oh, he's so good with those neutral things. I thought that was just going to KO outright.
That's one of the first that he's hit.
That just didn't. That he didn't like use like at yellow. Yeah. Cider sends Boomie off. The Nair stops Cake from being able to get that bounce off the wall with the down aerial attack from the orb. And
if Cake's able to take this stock soon, he'll have definitely a solid lead on a Boomie.
Ooh, deal recovery?
If he would have picked that up maybe on the top soft platform rather than the middle soft platform, could have led to the kill. That's basically evened up the damage, though. Boomie's looking for the snipe with the dare.
He was able to get that extra Sarah off the recovery as well, seeing that Cake wasn't getting KO'd. I've seen Boomie get that a few times. Not too many gun players will go for it, but if like delay recovery, which is true if you dash jump with it, if it doesn't KO, you can actually chase out directly up, and if players aren't ready for it, you can just Sarah on their way down because they're just expecting the combo to be done. But Cake still takes the lead. Boomie on tournament stock and damaged by the scythe attacks. No downer, but the neutral lane in Nair puts Boomie right in the prime position to pick up the guns. Oh, stacks the sidelight's not going to do it.
Standing right in the dead zone of that sidelight. Gets away from the side sig as well.
Can't shoot point blank in Brawlhalla.
Cake standing middle of the platform. Boomie over on the edge. Ooh. Cake gets in through the spot dodge. Comes the neutral light from Cake.
Cake's so damaged, but Boomie can't find anything that's actually going to KO. He's putting out these downlights to try to get the confirmed recovery afterwards, but Cake is so ready for it.
Is Cake actually going to take out Boomie here? That would be huge.
Oh, Cake goes for the side, so it goes right over Boomie's head. Recovery misses, tries to go for the Nair. Anything from Bo will do at this point, but he just tosses it away, and Cake tosses his orb directly into his back, and oh, ground pound. Missed, but Boomie can't even KO with the unarmed Sair. Dive kick misses as well, and Cake is looking like he's on the verge of knocking out Boomie at DreamHack Summer. Boomie putting out neutral lights, and there, not even that, not even the neutral light will do it.
That'll kill.
Nair finally gets the KO. One stock apiece. Boomie is going to have to pull out a miracle, and it's possible. Diana has some of the best early killing signatures in the game.
He has blasters.
Down sig on guns.
Exactly. That's what he's going to be looking for. If he gets Cake into orange.
Sidelight. Okay, jumping Cider. Ooh, neutral air. Puts him off stage, but it's not going to have enough force.
Is Cake going to attempt the edge guard?
No, absolutely not. No reason to.
I think you're
Wall
right.
slip is just too powerful of a mechanic to be ignored.
Oh,
and
the strong downlight. Cake does it. He takes out Boomie despite the goofy pick that Boomie did earlier to get into Cake's head. You saw Cake was in focus mode, had the hood on. The second he won, the hood came off. The rest of the world filtered into his immediate environment. It was all gone before, but now it's back in Cake with probably one of the biggest upsets.
Cake's in top.